Hey gang, welcome back. It's Princess Kagome here. We're doing volume 2 of Witch's Choice. So, last episode, we ended up being mad at Thomas, which he really upsets me so much. We came to the conclusion that we don't trust Lavinia, but that's okay because now we're going to walk through the steps and see if we can actually trust my girl or if the game is really trying to play us. Very well, let's get on with it, you say. What shall I learn today? She stares at you for several seconds, then frowns. Observation, she says. Lavinia shimmers, then disappears. Disappointing, comes Lavinia's voice. Another Lavinia suddenly materializes in the corner of the room. Invisible, you realize. What? What's going on? You stammer. You are talking to an illusion of me, she says. Why? You ask. To teach you the lesson that in life, not all is what it seems, and where there's magic involved, this is truer still. I should have guessed, you say with a frown. Your apparition did not focus on me well, and when it moved, it did not stir the air. Ooh, okay, Ruthie, go ahead with your bad self, girl. You're looking at everything. I am so proud of you. Y'all have to understand. I love her as a character so much because to me, her character development has improved. She's learning from her past mistakes. And not only is she learning from them, she's also applying what she's learned from said mistakes so that she won't do it again. I adore Ruthie. You can't tell me nothing different. Sorry. It is disappointing that you missed this. I was purposely sloppy to give you a chance of detecting it, says Lavinia. Do not expect your enemies to be so sporting. I was sleepy, you say. No excuse, she barks. Excuses will not save you from your enemies. You sigh and cast your eyes down to the floor. I will try to be more observant in the future. You and me both, Ruthie. Girl, same. Hey, hey guys, I'm gonna increase by six. Hey, we did it. So, is that the extent of my training tonight? To teach me the importance of observation, you ask? No, that was just to wake you up, says Lavinia. But first, a little boost before we begin. You will probably need it. She lays her hands on your shoulder, and you feel power surge into you. Oh, when I blast something away? I call it my blast spell, you say. And again, I have to realize that Ruthie is quite young and the things that she says is so funny. It reminds me of the time that I was her age back then. It's crazy, but I love it. It's called a push, she says testily. Now, I want you to learn to focus the push over a small area so as to cause physical damage to an object or being. Like punch a hole in it? You ask. Yes, when concentrated to a point. Also, you can focus the energy into a line in order to cut something, says Lavinia. This is less about power than focus and aim. Sounds deadly, you say. It is, and not only for your enemies. Like a pew pew, you must be mindful of using it near others, others like me. It might be prudent to ask for a full night's sleep before teaching you something dangerous, but you're too excited to learn a new spell to delay. In any case, you're awake now. I'm yours to instruct, you say with a big smile. Ruthie, you little, you little charmer, you. We, oh, and guess what, Chad? As soon as we increased our mana by six, it went down by three. For shame. Lavinia starts with teaching you proper breathing when casting a spell. After that, you spend some time learning to reach into yourself, pull up your power, then hold it without releasing. This costs you some energy since you are unable to hold on at first. By the time you get the hang of it, you're starting to see the first wisp of dawn through the hotel window. With the flick of her wrist, Lavinia levitates a pillow from the bed and suspends it in the air in the middle of the room. Now, imagine a dot, only the size of a marble on the side of this pillow, she says. Focus your energy and let it out in a single instant. Do not forget to let your breath out. Doesn't that belong to the hotel, you ask? You never expected Lavinia to be sort to encourage damaging other people's property. Knock the stuffing out of it, dear, she says. You shrug. As you wish, you say. How much power should I use? Lavinia adjusts the bun of her hair. I'll leave that to you, dear. What do you do? Um, let's go with the medium power. Because we really don't know how strong that is, and I don't want to cause a lot of ruckus. Having summoned the typical amount of power you would use to blast an opponent, you hold it, take careful aim at the pillow, then release it. The pillow shoots across the room, and the blanket flies off the bed onto the floor. Lavinia picks up the pillow and examines it. Then she smiles as she holds it up and points to a small rip. A reasonable first attempt, she says. Oh, okay, we're getting praise from Lavinia. No. All right, gang. So I'm glad that we did not use a lot of our mana because we probably would have been at like six, and that would have been very bad. But our mana only decreased by 2 points as of now. So I think we're doing okay. Now, let's try again, says Lavinia. She levitates the pillow. You need to focus all the energy into a single point and release it in a single instant. Having released the concentrated burst the first time, you feel you have a better handle on what to expect and how to control it. Use the same amount of power as you normally would for a push spell, instructs Lavinia. You summon the power. Hold it as you focus on a marble sized point on the pillow, then release it all at once. A hole opens instantly in the pillow, and feathers shoot out the back. The pillow hovers sway back about a meter, but does not fall from the air. Excellent, says Lavinia. You smile. It is a neat variation on the push spell. But why not just buy me a pew pew? Ruthie, first of all, you're too young for one of those. You don't need it, girl. You're a witch, not a cattle rustler, dear, says Lavinia. Pew pews are loud and clunky, and with some practice, you could fire this spell off faster than anyone could draw a pew pew. Still, it might be nice to save my spell power for something I actually need it for, you say. Girl, I suppose, Ruthie, I suppose. And you still can't use a pew pew to cut things, she says. So if I focus on a line instead of a dot, I could cut, you ask? Precisely, says Lavinia. Try it. You spend some time in mana cutting a number of pillows up. When Lavinia is finally satisfied, she prepares to leave. I believe I can alter my basic light spell to create fire, you say. Lavinia raises her eyebrows. Interesting. Then she whispers, as though to herself, interesting that you can come up with that on your own. I can show you, you say. Lavinia cracks a smile. Not here, dear. Shredding pillows is one thing, but setting the hotel on fire is quite another. Another time, you say? Lavinia nods. By now, it's well past breakfast time, but you're exhausted. When Lavinia leaves, you snuggle back into your bed and fall asleep. Okay, okay. So, Ruthie, I really do feel like that you made a mistake with telling Lavinia that you know how to do fire magic. I just don't trust it at all. I mean, Lavinia's cool and everything, but at the same time, I'm scared that she's gonna betray us. I don't know. I don't trust her, but Whatever. It is what it is. Hey, guess what, gang? Our life increased by 2 points and our mana increased by 3 points. So we're gonna do just fine. We're gonna do just fine. If Kagome doesn't mess it up. That's all I'm saying. If I don't mess it up, we should be okay. You're awoken by a knocking at your door. It's Thomas. I was wondering if you would like to take a moment to take a look around the city with me, he says. You were going to go back to sleep, but you see now that it's already afternoon and your ship leaves tomorrow. For all you know, this is your last chance to see New York. The two of you stroll down the street, pointing at skyscrapers and oogling window displays, like a couple of tourists. Well, I mean, y'all kind of are because you're not even from New York. I think you're from Boston, if I'm not mistaken. So I would be doing the same thing, but that's just me. Now that we're sophisticated New Yorkers, we need to keep up with the news, you say, pointing at a newspaper stand on the street. First woman solo flight across the Atlantic, sings the headline. You pick up the paper and start reading about Amelia Earhart. Oh, that is so cool. Gonna have to pay for that, says the newspaper stand attendant. Pay the man. You wink at Thomas. Girl, you sly. Thomas sighs, then pulls out some change and hands it to the attendant. Holy mackerel, more unalivings. Your voice trails off as you catch the headline below the May story. Unaliving in Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. Oh my gosh. Yeah, orderly got croaked, says the newspaper man. Orderly caught some sickos stealing bodies out of the morgue and got dusted. Oh, Lord. Did they catch the unaliver? Thomas asked. Nope. The newspaper man chews on his pipe. Could have been more than one unaliver. Not much details. Don't think the coppers know much yet. You shake your head. Stealing bodies? Why would someone do that? I read this stuff all day, and I still got no clue why people do what they do, says the attendant. Because people have free will, guys. That's why. You chat a bit more with the attendant and are about to leave with the newspaper tucked under your arm when a display of Tootsie Roll candies catches your eye. Your stomach growls. Oh, right, Ruthie, because you haven't eaten yet. You like those, doll? The attendant asked with a smile. I tell you what, since you look like a nice couple, I'll give your boyfriend a deal on them. What do you say? Ruthie, what? No, wait a minute. Pay the man, sweetie. Wait, hold on. I didn't even read the choices. All right, gang. So he's not my boyfriend. Pay the man, sweetie, or nah, we'll get some real food. I would literally be unalived if I did not have any snacks with me. My blood sugar gets really low. And unlike Ruthie, I'm not gonna pass up any offers on a Tootsie Roll. I love that candy so much. It's so bad, but it's so good. Pay the man. Oh, and our cool increased by 1 point. Let's go. Pay the man, sweetie, you say to Thomas and give him a wink. Thomas turns crimson red. She and I are are deeply in love, but are young and poor, you say with a light laugh. So we would be much obliged to get a deal. Oh, Ruthie, girl, you are sly. Oh, she's quick with it, chat. She's quick with it. I love her. Somehow, Thomas manages to turn an even deeper shade of red. He then shrugs and works out a price with the attendant for a dozen Tootsie Rolls. The two of you then stroll down the street, laughing and gobbling down all the chewy chocolate rolls. You and Thomas end up at one of the entrances of the subway, watching and commenting on people as they climb in and out of the street. Finally bored of that, you then continue your stroll, determined to see all of Manhattan by the time the sun sets. The two of you settle into a comfortable silence. It strikes you as odd that you're walking next to a young man who had not so long ago been a member of an evil cult. You wonder how he got mixed up with the Brotherhood of Rushkith. What do you do? All right, chat. So this is kind of a hard decision for me because I want to know how he got into the cult. I really want to know some more stuff about him. I don't think the third choice of don't talk is applicable in this. I don't like it. I want to know a little bit more about him. So let's ask him about himself. Hey, and our cool went up. Hey, hey, hey. Maybe Thomas wants to talk about the cult, and maybe he doesn't. Nevertheless, there are polite ways of giving him the opportunity. So, Thomas, tell me about yourself, you say as nonchalantly as you can. Where were you born? What were your parents like? The usual. Well, he stutters and then is quiet. Let's just start with where you were born, you ask. It takes some gentle prodding, but soon Thomas begins to open up, and once he does that, he turns on the words like a fire hose. You learn that his mother passed away of pneumonia when Thomas was 7. Oh no, Thomas. Oh, I feel so bad for you. The following year, his father joined the Brotherhood of Rushketh and left Thomas with the aunt on Nantucket. When the boy turned 18, he was brought into the fold as well. He doesn't offer many details of his time in the cult, and you decide best you not pry. It's strange, Thomas says. I have never told anyone about my life. It feels good, eh? You say. He smiles and turns his head away. Yes, he whispers. Oh, I feel their friendship is going to be so wonderful. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I love it. Thomas asks how New York compares to Boston, and you go on and on about your hometown, which then turns into a conversation about your interest in dancing, as well as your newfound interest in spell casting. Thomas listens carefully, occasionally interjecting with questions. I think I think I better get back to the hotel, says Thomas at last. But we haven't even gone up the Empire State Building, you say. I believe it's closed, he says. Lavinia says she has some training from me this evening. Oh, I know how particular she is about her training, you grin. Okay, I'll take a look at Central Park on my own. Central Park? Thomas stammers. It's going to get dark. That's right, Thomas. I was gonna say defend your girl, but I forgot they're not dating. That's right, Thomas. You defend her. Tell her to stop being silly and go back to the hotel. Come on now. Ruthie, you've been making some smart decisions so far, but this was gonna make me so upset with you. Anybody trying to mug me is going to be sorry, you say, holding up your hand in an attempt of a universal spell casting gesture. Maybe I'll mug the muggers. I could use some spending money for the cruise ship. Girl, get out of here. Get out of here, Ruthie. I'm not playing with you, girl. You too funny. Thomas smiles, but the corner of his mouth trembles. After giving him a few more assurances, Thomas takes his leave and you hurry toward the park. Thomas, heck no. Thomas, why did you let my girl leave? Ooh, guys, we got a checkpoint. Ha 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 ha. We did it, we're doing a great job. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Exploring Central Park, you lose track of time. You heard it was a large park, but failed to anticipate how a park in the middle of such a dense city could be this big. It isn't until the sun starts to set that you realize you should have started back toward the hotel a long time ago. You hurry down the path in what you hope is the right direction. By the time you reach the pond near the park's southern edge, the streetlights have been lit. Behind you, a man groans. You glance over your shoulder to see a silhouette of what you suppose is a drunk staggering along after you. The park suddenly seems deserted and dangerous. Yes, Ruthie. Unfortunately, you made the wrong decision. I love you so much as a big sister, but you knew better than to go to that park by yourself. I did not trust it. I did not trust it at all. But let's continue. Let's see what she's going to do. You pick up your pace, almost jogging toward the end of the path. In the busy street beyond it, a scraping, shuffling sound tells you that the drunk man is trying to catch up with you. Oh no, I'm terrified. I'm scared. You break into a run. In the back of your mind, you're certain you'll feel ridiculous later. You look back and see the man is moving much faster now. In fact, despite you running at a full tilt, he's gaining on you. A woman jumps out of the bushes ahead. Though her skirt suit looks expensive, there's a long tear in the hem, and the jacket hangs unbuttoned. The darkness obscures her face, but you can see that her right arm is missing. With a wild scream, the woman runs at you, her remaining hand outstretched. Although threatening, you rather not use deadly force just yet. A few alternative options pop into your head. What do you do? And chat, I think for right now, this is where we're going to stop. I am so happy to be playing the second volume of this game. It's it's one of my guilty pleasures. I will not lie. It's a really good guilty pleasure, and I love it so bad. I love it so much. Um, it's been a fun game. It really has, and I can't wait to finish this second part. So until next time, my jewel shards. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll be recording another part pretty soon. Until then, ciao, darlings.